Welcome to the Playbook, where real estate meets strategy, hustle meets results, and every episode gives you a move you can use today. I'm Jeffrey St. Arromand, cast member of Netflix Owning Manhattan and partner of the Trisha Lee team at Sirhan. Now let's get into it. Now look, college dorm life is fun until you're splitting a $5,000 a month apartment with 3 roommates and a landlord who won't fix the dishwasher. So one mom did the math and decided to buy a house instead of renting one. Now meet Shoji Mori. He's a University of Portland student and he accidentally became a landlord. And by his sophomore year, he and his roommates were sick of throwing money out at a random rental near campus. So his mom, who happens to be a real estate agent in Salt Lake City, crunched the numbers and bought a $970,000 4-bedroom condo instead. Her logic? She'll always find someone to rent that's near the campus, and this will be a crash course for her son. So she put him in charge of everything: utilities, taxes, collecting rent from his friends. It was daunting, he admits. But then it got personal. One roommate's family was struggling to pay, so he knocked off $100 off the rent. No questions asked from the other guys. It's more important, he says, to have good people than to have paid full price. When you're friends, it's a different level of empathy. Now, he's since graduated, landed an engineering job, and still runs the rental because it's profitable and it taught him how to handle real money. His mom's verdict? She gave him a chance to prove himself, and he did just that. And he learned more from that experience than any other finance class you can think of. All right, well, over in Oakland, there's a hot pink building with a wild backstory. In the 1970s, it was a Candyland-themed bakery, gingerbread characters and all, before sitting vacant for years. And now it's back. Painted pink yet again, listed for $565,000 with a bakery downstairs and a $4,000 a month rental upstairs. Now, co-owner Jason Wallace, he says the color alone stops traffic, literally. Now, 8 people walked in during the building's first week back, just because of the paint. His pitch? Victorian bones, freeway exposure, and serious long-term upside in a neighborhood that hasn't fully caught up yet. Now, his only condition for a buyer? Guess what? Keep it pink. On Capitol Hill, the 21st Century Road to Housing Act just cleared Congress and is headed to the president's desk. Now, it fast-tracks permitting, pushes pre-approved home designs, and caps how many single-family homes mega investors can scoop up. Now, there's completely mixed views on this because economists are split. Some think it'll boost missing middle housing, like townhomes and small condos. Others say big investors will just simply split their portfolios to dodge the cap entirely. What do you think? And down in Sarasota, one investor turned childhood beach vacations into a thriving short-term rental, pouring $100,000 into renovations because, in her words, guests can tell the difference between curated and just furnished. And that, my friends, is the difference between a savvy investor and a new one. That's it for the Playbook this week. And remember, it's not just news, it's the play. Be sure to follow the Playbook and subscribe to Estate Media for more real estate news, strategy, and stories that actually matter.